31, and the topic we are going to discuss about the advanced joins. So we have already seen like what exactly is join and what are the types of join we can do, and also what type of joins are available in Alteryx, like the components, right? So let's jump into the example. So this is a mini, you can say, the project for sales order enrichment and analysis. So this is just a comment box which I am using, and here also the same. So the business objective is to enrich the sales order with the customer details and product price, valid orders, missing master data, unshipped order, sales value calculation, right? So these are the things we are going to achieve under this project. Now the data what we have is the order data, and this is just a simple text input. I'm not using any CSV or Excel data or like any database connection. So here I am using order. Here this is we are having a customer data. So in the order table we can see we have a order ID, customer ID, product ID, order date, and quantity, right? In the customer we have only customer ID, customer name, and the region. And in the product we have product ID, start date, end date, price, and in the shipment we have just the order ID and the shipping date of the respective order, or like you can say the products, right? So if I want to understand like which customer has got this bought this product or ordered this product, what is the number of quantity, so I can simply use the join. So here I am joining by the specific field. If you see here in the example, so I am joining the customer ID with the customer ID, simple. And then this is the output which is getting produced. Then again, what I'm doing, I'm joining the product table with the one more join here I'm using, and I'm just taking this join, like the joins of order, combining the order and customer with this join, and then again I'm combining this join with the product table. And here, one more thing, what I'm doing here, I'm using one formula. So let me just get this here, and let me connect this to this output. So we will see like what is the final output, how does it looks, right? So if we want to understand like what is the flow of this architecture. So this is also one simple architecture where you are working with the different data sets. You are joining those data sets. Then on top of it, we are performing some advanced calculations, like this is just order value. We can do some more calculations. And then again, I am taking this join with the, if you see, I'm joining the formula with the left join, right? And here, what I am doing, I'm joining with the order ID. So I'm taking the order ID of all these three tables, and then I'm connecting with the shipment, because in the shipment we have only two orders, right? If we see here, so we have G1001, 1003, and these are the shipping dates, and then this is the final output. So let's execute this entire workflow and see. So the final outputs look like, so only based on the shipping date only, like if you see 001 and 003. So based on that only we have those customers and the customer name and the region, the right product ID, and the start date, end date, everything we are getting, right? So here now again, so if I don't want to bring everything, I can uh, exclude also. Like if you don't want anything here from left, you just need we are already joining with the customer ID. So let's take order ID and then product ID, the order date, the quantity. And from the right, let's take the region name and the customer name. Here we don't want everything. So from the right side, I can exclude the product ID. We don't need so here we are joining the product ID, order ID. So let's execute this workflow again. So now we see the order ID 001, 002, 003. And these are the region, the starting date, the price. So this looks like the final version of the So we have got the order, customer, product, order date, quantity, right? We have also got the region and the customer name in our table. So in the final output, we can see like what is the, when we are running the final output, so we are able to see those, right? And then again here, we are here also, let me just take the order ID, order date, customer. So write order ID we don't need. So we need the order value. So let me execute it. So we got only those order IDs which are matching from all the tables, right? If you see the order ID, order date, quantity, customer name, region, start date, end date, when the order was, what is the price, what is the order value, what is the shipping date of those orders. So this is like, uh, this is based on like the kind of what are the valid orders you have that you have find out. Missing master data, you have find out like how many data is missing. So for example, if you see here, here we have like this order ID 1002 Rohit, right? But this order ID is not here. So if I just add this order ID, for example, let's copy this and let me add this here. And let's give some date like 5 5 2025, and let me execute this. So we should be able to find in the final output also. We should be able to find those IDs. So now we are able to get all the customer, their order date, their quantity, their region, the starting date and order date, what was the price, what was the order value, what was the shipping date. And also we have calculated like the sales value calculation. So missing master data, unshipped order. So this was the objective of the project using the joins. So when we are like working on those kind of, so since this data is very small, like if you see, we have only here in the order table. So in the missing, we don't have this information. Here also, we don't have the customer ID of, so we have a customer details of 3 people. We don't have a customer details of the 4th one here in the customer table. Now here under the product, we have the product of 01, 02, 03. All the products are there. So there is no missing products. Now in the shipment, we have only three order IDs. So if I even add this product ID, like is this order ID under shipment, we will still be getting receiving a null because the customer data is missing of that customer ID. So the customer ID which is here, C004, that is missing still. So until unless we update this table with that respective customer ID, we will not be able to find the final output. So the 4th order ID data is missing here, what we see in the final output. So this is like one thing, like using the joins, how you can, like you can use the multiple join as well. You can group them. You can use the fuzzy join as well. You can append those fields, like if you want, you can append the fields, and based on that, you can work on that. Like you can append the order, then customer, then. So appending will work only when you have the same column name and same thing. So in these cases, like we can use merge as well. If I want to, for example, if I just want to merge, so I can just use the fuzzy matching or like union or like make a group or join multiple. So that is also one. These are the components are there for join. So we can use these fields and then we can join. If you see from the product, what is the number of record and after joining, what is happening. So left join and the right join. Join by record position you can do. And here you can see like what are the columns you need to. If you want everything, you can select everything. It will give you some of the blank rows or blank column, which at the end, nobody will be looking into those data, right? So when we are creating a project or working in any project, we have to make sure the final output looks like clean data. So even though maybe the order ID is there, so for example, if I don't add that, so now if I select everything from here, I will get that customer, that order ID as well in the blank, right? When we are producing the output, like the final output, we probably have the order ID, but if there is no customer, there should not be the business logic is very simple. You have an order when you have a customer. So if there is no customer, then there should not be an order ID. You cannot create a blank order ID without a customer, right? We cannot create it manually. So if the order ID has been by default also or by mistake also has been created, but there is no customer, so then there is an error in the data. So we need to make sure like maybe the customer is there, but he has not purchased or repurchased, right? That product. So in that case, we can report those numbers, but not in this case, like where we don't have we have a order ID, but we don't have a customer ID. So this is about the advanced joins, and we can use some more formula. You can add a lot of other things as well. So since we have a data, like if you see here, we have a quantity. Here we have uh, in this we have a price. So what we are doing here in quantity into price. Now, if you want to calculate the percentage, you can calculate it. So here I am joining the order ID of this final table with this shipping date. So now I see like what all the final output is there. And again, you can produce you can observe this as well. Like if you want, you can see the output of this. You can see the output of this as well, right? And you can see the output of this, and you can see the output of this as well. So if you are running this workflow again, so it will show you what is the, here it is blank, here it is one record, there is null, there is no data, and here it is three because it has a order ID, but it doesn't have a customer detail. So that's why in the right section there is one record is there, but it is blank, right? And here we can see like how many customer IDs are there left join. So if you see this customer, for example, order ID is there 004, customer ID, product ID, quantity, but this customer is not there in this shipping details. So 004 is missing. So that's why it is showing the null. There is a null record. So this is also one simple workflow or architecture you can say uh, we can create when working with the projects, right? So yeah, if there is any question, please let me know if there is any query. So thank you very much for watching this video and stay tuned, like, subscribe and comment and share your feedback as well. And let me know if there is any specific questions or query related to Alteryx you are struggling, or if there is any topic you want to discuss on specific components, I am happy to discuss. Thank you.